I'm Julie May. I'm a professor, I'm a wife, I'm a mom, and I'm a sweet Southern culinary superstar, even if it's only in my own kitchen. My food blog, Menu Musings of a Modern American Mom, reaches thousands of people all over the world each day. And today, I'm gonna cook with you. Let's get started. Today, we're starting off at Ingles, getting the ingredients to make my meatball stroganoff. This may be the perfect busy weeknight meal. Here's what we'll need. Your favorite brand of frozen Italian-style meatballs. I like the half-ounce portions. 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, 2 cups of beef broth, kosher salt and black pepper to taste, 1½ teaspoons each of parsley, oregano, and basil, 1 cup of sour cream, feel free to use the reduced fat version if you'd like, 4 ounces of reduced fat cream cheese, and 1 cup of heavy whipping cream. We're gonna add in wide egg noodles to that, and if you'd like to garnish it up, feel free to add fresh oregano leaves and Italian seasoning. All right, we're ready to start. This is one of my kids' favorite meals. What I like about this meal as a busy mom is it's fast, it's easy, it's delicious, you can throw it together, and the whole family likes it. So let's get started. First, I'm going to add a couple of tablespoons of olive oil to my iron skillet. Now, the reason I like a black iron skillet for this is it gets a really nice sear on your meat, and all those little brown bits that are left in the bottom of the pan, that's what helps make that delicious gravy. Now I'm going to give that a second to heat up, and then we're going to add in my favorite style of Italian meatballs. All right, now that our oil is heated up, I'm going to add our meatballs to it, and I might spit and sputter a little bit. Not too bad, but you can hear that sizzling. That's good, that means your oil is hot enough. Now we're just going to leave them in there until we get nice and brown meatballs on all the different sides. All right, now that we have a little color that's developed on our meatballs, it's time to deglaze. And what I'm going to do is deglaze with my beef broth. And all that means is you're adding the liquid and it's going to pull up all that wonderful stuff from the bottom. It might be a little loud. All right. Now I'm going to turn this up and bring it up to a boil. And while that's happening, you might hear that I already have my water started for my pasta. I'm going to go ahead and put that in. The pasta will take about 10 or 11 minutes, whatever your packaged noodles say. Make sure you give your pasta a nice stir when you put it in there so it doesn't stick together. And really, this is your only opportunity to season your pasta, so give it a nice pinch of salt in there too. All right. Let's get that going on high. All right, now while we're bringing our broth up to a boil, I'm going to go ahead and take this opportunity to season it up really well. So I'm going to add in some salt, and what I like about kosher salt is it's a little harder to oversalt your food. The regular small table salt is a lot saltier, so I kind of like keeping this on hand. All right, to the salt, I'm going to add some black pepper, and really this is just to the palate of your family. We're going to season it up really nice with whatever seasonings you have on hand. I'm going to use about 1.5 teaspoons of dried parsley, dried basil, and dried oregano. Now this looks like a ton of seasoning, but we're really seasoning the whole entire dish right now because that's going to get incorporated with our noodles and stuff, so don't give that a worry. You can see here that my broth is coming up to a boil. That's exactly what we want to happen. Once it comes up to a boil, then it's going to start reducing, okay? And then we're going to start thickening it up. But let's just let that reduce further, just a couple of minutes. All right, now our broth has reduced a little bit. It's time to start thickening it up and making it nice and creamy and rich. Here I have a cup of heavy whipping cream that I'm going to add in there. It might look a little strange to you at the beginning, but believe me, at the end it's going to be wonderful. You can add your favorite Laura Lynn sour creams to this. I have a cup of sour cream. And if you'd like it a little thicker and a little richer, you can add about 4 ounces of reduced fat cream cheese. And I'm gonna get this all incorporated while our pasta is finishing up, and we're gonna be wrapping this up pretty soon. All right, now that you can see my sauce has come up to a wonderful rolling boil. It's nice and creamy and herbaceous and just wonderful. And my pasta's ready. So what I'm gonna do next is drain my pasta, and then since my skillet is really full, I'm just gonna add all of this to my pasta pot. So here I go. All right, so here we have our pasta that's all drained up. And since my pot is so full, I'm just gonna add our meatballs straight to the pasta. Do it either way. The amount of stuff that I cook, as far as the meatballs and the sauce and the pasta, really depends on who I have coming for dinner that night. But since it's so full, it's fine. We'll just do it this way. There you go. Let's see, we're gonna give that a good stir. And you can see that I have left it a little soupy in there. That's because the pasta is going to be really, really thirsty, and it's gonna soak up a lot of juice. And at the end, we don't want it dry, right? It will thicken up as it sits for a second. So let me go ahead and get that plated up for you. All right, well, here it is, all plated up. I'm going to finish it off with a little fresh grating of Italian seasoning. And you can see here, I put some fresh parsley just so it's really, really pretty when you present it. Even though it's such an easy dish, doesn't mean it doesn't have to be pretty, right? Your family's really gonna appreciate that. Well, we're all out of time for today. Thank you so much for joining me here at Ingles' table for Menu Musings. Remember, you can find this recipe, photos, videos, and more, like this creamy and comforting meatball stroganoff. You'll find this dish and other great recipes online at ingles-markets.com.